I hope you're all keeping well. I've come on a little bit earlier than anticipated, but I just thought might as well come here and just chill out with you guys, see how things are going. And now for you guys watching on YouTube at the moment, the stream may be delayed by about sort of 20 to 30 seconds. So any questions that you do have, just make sure that you post it down below and I will definitely try and answer them. Today we are going to be talking about how to speak into the camera. And we're going to hopefully cover a few tips and techniques and just some advice, that I myself have used to overcome this. So we're going to get started in a bit. What we're going to do is, I don't know whether I should just continue rambling on into the camera. If you do want me to keep rambling on, then let me know, okay? Otherwise, I will keep quiet and start clicking away on stuff here, We'll give it a few more minutes before we really get started and get into the actual chunk of it. I do hope everyone has been keeping well and everyone's been keeping safe. Obviously, this is an unprecedented situation that we are all in, and it is scary. It's really, really scary. Just thinking that the whole entire world has just come to a standstill. Wow! And if you think about it, it's actually. Yes, okay, I get it. There's a lot of bad things going on out there, a lot of negativity, but at the same time, it's also kind of refreshing because I don't know about you guys, but I do honestly feel that life has slowed down a little bit. Life is just a bit more relaxed now. There's definitely more quality of time. Who knows? Maybe I might just do a video on that. If you do want a video on that, let me know in the comments down below. We'll definitely do that. We'll give it another couple of minutes before everybody starts. And before we start and everybody is on. And hopefully, we can get right into this. And this topic is actually one of those ones where I think it's very, very important because a lot of people do have an issue with talking into the camera. I know I certainly did. So it'll be interesting to sort of show you what my experience was and share that with you. Purely because I've never shared that with anyone ever before, So I think that'll be really, really interesting. Let me know if everyone can actually see me and hear me okay. Would definitely love to know what everyone's thoughts are. Okay. And I also hope you've all got your chais and teas ready. As you can see, I've got my wife's cup right here. She let me borrow it today, so thank you, baby. Really appreciate that. Always need chai. It's a source of life, innit? I mean, isn't it? My kids are always having to go at me for in it. So, because obviously I told them, don't say in it. So they're the first ones to catch me saying, Daddy, you're saying in it. And I was like, sorry guys, my bad. But that's another story entirely, isn't it? And a whole different ball game. Having the kids at home pretty much 24/7. So it'd be interesting to see how all of you guys are dealing with this as well. It'd be really, really good. So let's get into it. So guys, as you all know, my name is Saeed. I'm the founder of Saeed Films, and you're now at this moment in time on my YouTube channel, Saeed's Life. And if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go on, I'm waiting. Yeah, you can do it now. It's fine. You can just do it. It's just there. No, there. That's it, the red button. That's it. Thank you for subscribing, because it not only does your subscription help the channel, it will also motivate me to make more content like this. And in terms of the channel itself, we're definitely going in a direction where we are going to be doing a lot more how-to videos, a lot more tutorials, especially when it comes to content creation, purely on the basis that I started content creation last year. And I have no experience in it. I've not studied this at all, and I've just basically learned it all myself. And over the last, just under a year, in the last year, everything I've taught myself, and I want to share that journey with you guys as much as possible to help you when it comes to creating content for yourself. In today's day and age, we can be doing anything in this life. We could be entrepreneurs, business owners, students, house people, house husbands, and we all need to know how to create content properly. And one of the hardest parts of creating content is talking into a camera, and it isn't an easy thing at all. I can tell you that because I myself have been through that as well. For those of you guys that do know me will know I have the biggest mouth in the world. I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But for the very first time when that camera was shoved in my face, dudes, I could not get a single word out. I was like, and the director and producer at that time was like, bro, what's happening? Like, you couldn't shut up before the cameras turned on. And this is back in my Sophia TV days, when I was doing a lot of presenting then. And it was really, really difficult. So, and then I sort of had to ask myself, well, why? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I being like this? And I think the one main thing for me was I didn't like seeing myself on camera. I hated my voice, Do you guys ever, when we were younger, we used to record our voices on the tape recorder and hear it back, and you just get that little cringe feeling? That's exactly how I used to feel looking at myself on video. To be honest, even now, as far as I've got within this content creation game, I still look at my videos, while I'm editing, watch it once through after the edit is finished, and I pretty much won't go back and watch it again. Not because I don't like this beautiful, ugly mug here, but just purely because I just don't, And I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there that feel exactly the same way, that they don't like seeing themselves on camera or even talking on camera purely because it's not very, very good. Or not that it's very, very good. It's more about the fact that you don't like it, or you yourself have perceived an image of yourself, and that, as human beings, that's very, very easy to do, purely on the basis that, look, we're human beings, we judge ourselves and we are our own harshest critic, so there is going to be a lot of nerves that happen. And even now, like, for example, just before coming onto this live stream, before starting it, I literally locked myself away in my office, an hour before I'm about to go live, told the wife that, listen, just leave me alone. I've got my chai here. I've got my polos here. I've got everything ready and I'm just going to do it. So for an hour, it took me to, I'm sorry. This year, I got to quickly give a shout out, to Shahid Ali Khaki. He's a guy that runs the AV room, in Hujjat Stanmore, and he helped me set up this live stream for Hujjat because we're streaming at the moment on hujjat.org/live, also on my channel Sai's Life, and on my Facebook profile. So he keeps texting me, right? So I have to then see if he's telling me something that is important, right? And all he's doing is texting me saying, stop using your phone while you're live. Bro, seriously, thank you so much, it's basically, it's friends like this, that you can all do with, So next time if you guys know Shahid Ali Khaki, next time you see him, just go, and give him a big hug, or a high five, or a fist pump, whatever it is, just tell him you love what he did and what he does for the community. He does a lot of hard work. Anyway, I digress and I just go off on one. Again, back to the point of me having a really big mouth. So, the first thing, that we need to remember is it's only a camera. A camera is an inanimate object. It's not going to judge you. The only thing that can judge you is you. So when you watch it back, whatever you're doing, we're always standing there in front of ourselves and saying, oh, look at this. Hey, you look fat in this. Oh my God, the mustache doesn't look good. Whatever it is, guys, you got to have an open mind about all of this, all right? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sort of share with you some tips that I've learnt, and talk a little bit about how you can overcome this fear, what to do, how to do it. And I want to set a challenge to each and every one of you towards the end of this live stream. So make sure you stick around for it, and take part, because it'd be amazing to see who comes out on top with this. But bearing in mind, yes, it is a challenge, but it's not a competition. Everyone's a winner. The fact that you can turn on the camera or your camera phone and talk into it and publish a piece of content straight away makes you a winner, regardless of what it is, The first thing that you need to remember is not everyone is going to like you. Let me ask you a question. Do you like every single person that you see? And listen, stop nodding your head here. I know that there's one or two of you that are like, yes, I like everybody out there. No, you don't. Not everyone likes everyone, okay? And that's just the way that life is, okay? And that's something that we just can't get away from. So it doesn't matter, all right, that not everyone is going to like it. But at the end of the day, why are you creating the content? Yeah, remember, it's all about the mindset here, right? It's very, very important. It's about your attitude. It's about your intentions. Why are you making content? Now, in my first original stream that I done 2 weeks ago, I made it very clear and I was very passionate about the fact that when you are making content, you make it with the view and the intent of helping people. Now, when you help people, okay, I mean, look, you've heard the saying, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, yeah? In the same way, all you can do as helpful human beings is impart your knowledge, your strategies, okay, and let people know that, look, this is the best way to do it, or teach them something new. Whether they use it or not is down to them, all right? So have that mindset that that you're doing this to help people. If you're making content purely with the vision or with the intention of getting likes, clicks, and shares, you're doing it wrong, okay? In fact, just to sort of digress slightly on this point, I was having a conversation with a potential client earlier on last week. And they said to me that, look, Saeed, we love the content that you make here, but how comes your YouTube channel has only got so many subscribers? Well, the answer is simple. I'm not making the content that I make on my YouTube channel for anyone or anything apart from the fact that I love doing it and I want to give as much as I can out there. If people like it, they don't like it, you know what? That's entirely up to them and that's their choice. And that's okay. That's fine. I have no problem with that at all. So you got to make sure that when you're making the content, you enjoy it, that you like it, because this content is as much for you that you're making as it is for other people out there as well. Okay, moving on. One of the biggest things I see, and I've probably mentioned this in every video, every live stream that I've done, is people always sort of like look at their screen and they talk like that, like right now, like how I'm talking. Now imagine this, right? You're meeting someone, right? Like I come to your house or we meet up, right, for a coffee and we're talking to each other. We look at each other in our eyes, yeah? I'm not going to be like looking down or away while I'm talking to you, am I? It's just rude. You just don't get that connection. So when you are talking into camera, you got to look right, that lens just there. That's it. Just that bit there is what you need to be looking at. You got to be there. Now, it's good enough. It's good saying that, yeah, look into the lens, yeah. But what I don't mean is you don't just stand there like this, right, or sit there and just keep looking into the lens without looking away. Think about it. When you're out there meeting people, talking to your friends and family, it's natural that you like look away, that you do other things, that you look down, but then you look up. It's got to be natural. You just got to basically keep that flow. You got to keep. Just imagine that lens is an eye. That you're looking at someone's eye, okay, and how would you talk to them? That is probably the easiest thing to do. And the one main thing, okay, that you can do to sort of practice and get yourself in tune with this is just keep doing it. Just keep talking into the camera about anything, right? But we're going to get into that a little bit later on, okay? The other thing you could do is appearance. Now, when I first started producing my own content, I would pretty much just pick up the camera, I was doing it with my phone back when I first started. I would just pick it up and wherever I was, bang, just start talking. And you know what? That really, really felt awkward. It felt awful. Purely because I would keep forgetting what I'm saying. There'll be so many ers, ums, and one of my main words is, So, in fact, you know what? You guys should actually comment down below. Let me know how many times I've said, Each time I say it, yeah, just give me like a thumbs up or something, right? Just to let me know how many times I've said it, Damn it. Just said it again. Okay, so appearance is the main thing, okay? So basically, when I started content creation, I just basically, it was post-heart attack. I was feeling very low, I was feeling very down, and the last thing on my mind was appearance, my hair and this and that, right? Because I was just sort of in that recovery mode. But very quickly, I realized by speaking to other content creators how important appearance is. Think about it this way. When you wake up in the morning, okay, you go for a shower, you brush your teeth, do your hair and do a beard if you've got a nice bush on your face, you look good. And because you look good, you feel good as well. So it's very, very important, okay, that when you are about to film content or make content, that you sort of look good, that you put yourself on, you put on your nice clothes, you feel comfortable, you look good. When you are looking good, then it works. In fact, I go one step further. Before I get whenever I get in front of a camera, I always make sure that I spray some cologne, because smell makes a big difference as well. It really lifts your mood, lifts your spirit, okay? And it just puts you at ease, it just relaxes you greatly, right? So you got to make sure that you look good, because if you look good, the words will come out better, and you know it for yourself. Think back to a time, okay, where you've got all dappered up and got all ready and that, and you felt like $1,000,000 or $1,000,000,000 or whatever the saying is, but you felt really, really good. Yeah, that's how you want to be feeling in front of that camera while you're sitting here right now, like me, talking to you. How good would that feel? Trust me, it'll boost your confidence. It'll boost your flow of talking. It'll boost everything. Okay, and also just as a side note, when you do get into it, when you do get into the practice, okay, of speaking into a camera, you'll find that all of a sudden you get into a flow, right? Ideas start coming. It's just like any conversation, you meet up with a friend that you haven't seen for 10 years, right? The conversation's a little bit slow and blah, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. It just flows. And that's exactly what will happen with a camera. So the other thing that you need to sort of bear in mind is knowing when the right time to record is. Why is this important? 1 second. I need hydration. That's the other thing, yeah. Because I talk so much, yeah. Throat's always getting dry. So, the right time to record. What do I mean by that? Okay. Imagine if you got up out of bed, all right, and as soon as you got up out of bed, you started talking. You won't sound very good. You won't look very good. You be coming across all croaky and oh my god, yeah, hi, how you doing, guys? Please like, share and subscribe. It just sounds crap. It just sounds boring. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have energy, right? So by the best times to record, what I mean by that is, for example, if you've been to the gym, or if you've met with a friend or socialized or had a really good conversation, or done some sort of exercise that's got your endorphins moving and you're feeling, yay, come on, like really good and positive, yeah? Pick up that camera, start recording, because at that point, it is going to be so amazing. Your flow, your image, your personality is just going to be 10 times as good on camera, because you're feeling positive, because you're on it, right? The endorphins are running through your body, you're all charged up, yeah? Now, what I don't mean is, don't have like 10 Red Bulls, yeah, before that, because you'll be like, all jittery and that. You got to keep it, chemically balanced, all right? So, not too much caffeine, not too much Red Bull or Monster, purely because it just don't work. Trust me on that one, right? So find the right time to record. Now, the way that you're going to find what the right time for you is purely by recording at different times. Yes, you may be a morning person. You might be sitting there saying, "Oi, Saeed, but I can record very well in the morning, very, very well." Well, fine. If you can record really well in the morning, then do it, Like me, for example, my best time to record has always been the night time. I don't know why, The kids are in bed, the house is a lot quieter, and I'm just able to lock myself in my office, turn off the lights, get the LED ambience going, and boom, 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 just start recording, editing, and it works really, really well for me. But again, find out what your own time is. One of the main things that you need to consider as well, okay, and this is something that I did myself, do myself still on some occasions, but that's scripting, okay? Now, scripting can work really, really well when you know what you're doing and you've got the flow on it. But at the same time, when you don't know what you're doing, right, with the script, it can come across, as the saying goes, too scripted. For example, I could be reading like this and not know what I'm talking about because I sound very, very unnatural. All right. And when you're sounding unnatural on camera, people, your viewers, are not going to connect with you. Okay. So it's very important that if you are scripting it, that you script it in a way in which you're going to speak it. Now, we know when we write something down, yeah, written English is very different to spoken English. Like the way that I'm talking to you now it ain't the way that I would write about it. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So you got to keep it natural. You got to keep your flow. You got to keep your personality. However, what you can do and what I use, in fact, that's what I keep looking here, purely because my monitor is positioned in a bit of an awkward way to accommodate for this camera, is I have a bullet point list of everything that I want to talk about. So I've got my bullet point. For example, right now with this particular point is know what you want to say. Okay, that's the title, right? So, and underneath there is script. And then I've got another bullet point saying bullet points, research, which then reminds me, yeah, I got to talk about that. So you can put bullet points down, and the bottom line is, guys, if you know the subject matter, if you know the topic that you're presenting, that you're talking about, you won't need a script. And if you need a script to talk about a topic, then is that really the right topic for you to be talking about? Think about it, because people will be able to see through you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is how you bake a cake, or tell you how to bake a cake, because I ain't got the foggiest how to bake a cake. I know about content creation, so I can talk to you about content creation using my bullet points to remind me that talk about this, talk about that, don't forget about this, don't forget about that. So be very, very careful when you are selecting your area of speciality or the topics that you want to produce content about. Make sure you know them, because what you don't want is some smart aleck, right, to come up and say, well, hang on a second, mate, that's wrong, because there are a lot of trolls out there, I mean, you've seen them, I've seen them. I'm not going to take any names. I know that one is watching right now, and he's probably the best troll of them all. So make sure that you know your topic, and there's nothing wrong in researching a little bit more, even if you know the topic. Listen, research is research. It helps you with your mind, helps you with your personal growth, and it may even give you a point or two that you've forgotten, right? So definitely research it, script it out, and always know what you want to say and what the end result is going to be of the video. There's no point in me, for example, doing this live stream for you right now if I don't know what the end result is. The end result that I want is for you guys to take away 1 or 2 bits and pieces of information that's going to help you create content for your business, for yourself, for your personal brand, for whatever it is, and just to help you, just help you in any way that I can. That's the end result. So I know, what my end result is. So keep that in the back of your mind, what you're doing. Now, when it comes to filming, I mentioned this a little bit earlier about mindset. I don't know about you, but I have a major issue in overthinking it before I even get started. Oh my God, but is this going to be right? Is that angle right? Is this going to be good? What am I saying? Is that going to make sense? What are people going to think? You know what? Screw it. To hell with it all. It doesn't matter. All right? Guys, you got to stop overthinking this, okay? The more you overthink it, the less rational your decisions are going to be, and the more you're going to work yourself up into a frenzy, meaning that you'll never be able to push that record button on that camera, meaning that you'll always be stuck in that same place. Listen, just pick it up and just do it, all right? So many people come to me saying, oh, how do I do this? How do I start? What do I do? Just start. Just start. That's all you got to do, people. You just have to make a start. Don't overthink it. Plunk down that camera, plunk down that camera phone, whatever it is that you are using, plunk it down, hit that record button and just start talking. Why? Because you don't need to release that video. Whatever video you're recording at that moment in time, you don't have to publish it. Trust me, I have probably about 30 videos that I recorded that they're never going to see the light of day. You are never going to get to see those videos. Why? Because that's of me practicing, mumbling, stumbling, and it's some funny stuff. Looking back at it now, I actually sit there and I laugh. I haven't shown my wife and I haven't shown my kids. Nobody is going to see it. Not even Ash Darius is going to see it. No way, no how. Purely because it's all about not overthinking it. The idea is that when you start, you just put that camera down and you talk, you talk about your day, man. You talk about how you brush your teeth, yeah. You talk about the fact that, you want to go out, yeah. Whatever it is, just talk. That's all you got to do. And the more you overthink it, yeah, the more this works and the less ideas you have. So just by getting started, just by making it happen, just by getting into it and not overthinking it, it will help you a million times. I know for a fact that the first video that I actually published on this YouTube channel, you can go back and check it. In fact, I'm probably going to do a remake of that as well, because I want to see whether I can do a better job than that. The first video that I released here was a poem that was shot. I remember this clearly. Basically, I'd left cardiac rehab. It was a Wednesday. It was really, really nice and sunny. I'd got my new Osmo gimbal, and I was driving back home, and I thought, I'm gonna just go and film something. So I filmed it, came back and put it together, and before I hit publish, it took me a week before I actually hit that publish button, purely because I was sitting there overthinking, oh my god, what if this doesn't come out right? This is not good, that's not good. But when I did hit that publish button on my first video, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. It felt good, it felt liberating. And nothing that I can say or do right now is ever gonna explain to you how good that felt until you go out there and you do it. And I want you to do it. I want you to take your time. Obviously, take your time. I'm not saying go do it right now, but be reasonable, you know, within an appropriate time frame. Go out there, hit publish, and once you do, let me know how you felt, because I'm telling you, it's one of the most amazing feelings, and that motivation and that inspiration that you get, it's unparalleled. It really, really is. Now, when you are talking into a camera, okay, it's very, very common to have this in the back of your mind. Oh my God, hundreds of people are going to be watching this. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? How, not even hundreds, thousands of people, even millions of people are watching me. Oh my God. No, please don't do that. That is the worst thing that you could do, yeah? Yeah, maybe millions of people are going to watch you. And if they do, hey, you're a star. Be happy about it. But when you are talking to that camera at that moment, at this time, at that time that you're recording, imagine the lens is just one person. That you are talking to one person. That's it. Imagine you're talking, that person sitting inside that lens, just inside there that you're talking to, is your best friend, the love of your life, somebody that you get on really, really well with. How would you talk to them? How does it feel to be in their presence, talking to them eye to eye? So I just put my own eye out there. The pitfalls of live streaming, you know, you poke your own eye out. But anyway, how would you be feeling about it, you know? What would the thought process be that you're going through? That's very, very important to remember. So just imagine that lens is that one person. How would you speak to them? And yeah, it may sound dumb. And somebody that I gave this advice to a couple of months ago, you know, was like, yeah, whatever. But when she tried it, she was like, wow, it really, really worked well for her. So just imagine that person is there. Just don't imagine me, because I'll be pulling faces like this, you know, trying to make you laugh, you know. Okay. So the other thing as well is the biggest mistake that I made when I first started out. And please, guys, I implore you, do not make this mistake. Because I was so nervous, because I didn't know whether my content is going to be well received or not, I ended up asking feedback from loads of people, like every Tom, Dick and Harry, you know. I got feedback here which was really good, which was constructive, which helped grow me. And then I got feedback that was rubbish, that just made me feel like crap, that really sort of pushed me down. I was asking people for feedback who didn't even watch TV. You know, they were like, well, what is the internet? You know, so you got to be selective, okay? And the one thing that I would definitely say to you guys is, please don't ask a lot of people for feedback, okay? You should keep one, maximum two people that you solidly trust, people that have a knowledge, if you don't have access to experts, and at least people that have knowledge about media, about content, about streaming, yeah, that will be able to give you some constructive feedback. People, okay, that will look at this objectively, the content that you're giving to them, and will give you proper feedback. Because when you get too much feedback, right, it's like having too many chefs in the kitchen. What's going to happen? You're going to spoil the food, man. One person's going to put too much salt in because they like too much salt. The other's going to put too much chili in. You know, it's just a palaver, okay? And then this gets messed up. And then when this gets messed up, you can't talk into the camera, okay? So make sure one person, maximum two people, nothing more than that. Use them, bounce off them, you know. And this is probably where, you know, a mentor comes in really, really handy, you know. Somebody who knows about this, somebody who's done this, you know, or a life coach, somebody who knows about this sort of stuff is going to be really useful, because they can advise you, they can look at it objectively, and the feedback that they give you is purely going to be on the basis for your own growth. And trust me, throughout my entire journey as a content creator, when I first started up till even now, so I know for a fact here, some of the people that will give me negative feedback and some really horrible feedback, okay, were doing it out pure spite and jealousy. Now, you may get haters out there, you don't know that, right? But if you're only using a small number of people, 1 to 2 people, to get feedback, you know that they're going to give you the best feedback to help you grow as a content creator, and most importantly, as a human being, because we get to learn so much more. Yeah, the confidence that we can develop through speaking into a camera by doing the things that I'm sort of speaking about today will not only help you become a better content creator, but will actually increase your confidence out there when you're meeting people, when you're out and about. So please do try these out and then let me know if they worked. Right now, this is the one thing that I know a lot of people are really scared of, okay? And this is something that, look, let's be honest, this is going to be very common in life. Mistakes. By making mistakes, we learn a lot about ourselves, what not to do next time. We get a lot of personal and professional growth as well. Never be scared of making mistakes. Unless you're doing a live stream or a big up keynote speech, yeah, your videos can be edited. All of the mistakes, yeah, can be edited out. Look, I'll be straight with you, yeah. The amount of mistakes I've made and still make. I filmed a video last night, yeah, for Hujjat that's going to be shown every Monday, yeah. So make sure you guys watch that, yeah. Every Monday at 5 o'clock, and watch all the programs there and on this channel. The amount of mistakes I made in that, and I had like again my notes. It's ridiculous. In fact, I'll tell you what. If you guys want to see a blooper reel of me messing up, yeah, to make you feel better, just to have a bit of a laugh, let me know in the comments, write down yes or whatever it is, yeah, and let me know that you want to hear it or see it, and I'll basically try and put together a bit of a blooper reel. Mistakes are fine. Mistakes are good. Mistakes help you become a better content creator and a better person, and they can always be edited out. So never be afraid of making a mistake. Now, how many videos, YouTube videos, how many pieces of content have you seen here where all of a sudden somebody is talking like this and then they suddenly cut to that and there's a sudden jump cut? You've seen it tons of times in my videos. There's 2 reasons for that. One, because jump cuts are brilliant. I love jump cuts, yeah. And number 2, it edits out the mistake, you know, or it puts the 2 pieces together and gets rid of that mistake that you've made, okay? So it can always be done. There's lots of different ways to actually do the and there's lots of different ways to actually edit out the mistakes, you know, with B-roll, whatever it is, voiceover, it can be done. So don't ever be scared of that, you know. And if you do get stuck in terms of editing, you can see the live stream that I've done last week, which I think is linked down below. If not, give me a shout. I'll help you with whatever I can help you. That's what we're here for, you know. So do let me know. So don't ever be scared of mistakes. Never, ever be scared of mistakes. Now, this is probably the most important advice that I can give you. I don't know how else to put it. This is like the best advice. You've heard it probably from everyone. You've probably read it everywhere you've been doing your research about talking into a camera. But be yourself. Guys, you gotta be yourself. If you're not yourself, you're not gonna connect with your audience. You're not gonna connect with the viewer, okay? I'm not gonna connect with you if I'm not myself. If I was to sit here and if I was to, for example, talk like this, which isn't my actual talking voice, man, how many of you guys are going to turn away? You probably will turn away anyway because of this beard, right? But the point being that you got to be yourself. You got to let your own personality shine through. At the end of the day, right, you need to connect with the people that you are speaking to. You need to connect with your audience. There is no point in you being somebody else, because that is a persona that in one video you'll be able to pull off, maybe in 2. But in the 3rd video, 4th video, that persona starts to die. And if people are coming to you, your channel, to see your content, to come to you as a thought leader, and your persona is changing throughout each and every video, nah. They're just gonna go. They've come to you on false pretenses, and then they're gonna feel let down. So whatever you do, you gotta be yourself. It doesn't matter, and automatically, okay, your personality will start shining through. The more you do it, the better you'll become at it, and the more of yourself will shine through. So definitely make sure that you be yourself. When you are talking into camera, yeah, it's very easy for people to suddenly sit up straight and do this. Nah, man. You gotta be yourself. You have to be yourself. Now, look, use me as an example, okay? I'm not the most articulate individual. I'm not the most educated individual. I'm not the most intelligent individual. No, I am just me. Okay, so I'm not going to basically be the type of person just because I think that's what you want to see. At the end of the day, people are going to watch you and judge you whatever you do. All right, be yourself. Talk normally. I'm going to talk to you into the camera. I'm talking into camera as if I'm speaking to you directly. I'm not speaking to you, hey guys, I'm talking to you. That's right, right out there. And I'm going to talk to you how I would talk to anyone. If you were in front of me right now, this is exactly how I talk to you. Now, it doesn't matter whether there is one person watching or if there's 100 million people watching. You still continue, because that one person, each and every viewer that you have, whether you have one viewer, whether you have 10 viewers, is very important. And they deserve for you to talk to them and for you to talk to them normally, like you do to anyone else. How would you talk to your wife or husband, your kids? Normal. You know, you wouldn't be a lot more articulate in speaking the Queen's English, rather. You wouldn't. You just be yourself and just be normal, okay? That's what people are going to tune in to watch you. Yes, of course, they're going to try and watch you for the knowledge, but they want to watch you for you. That's the first thing that sells. And ask any entrepreneur, ask any businessman. I mean, I know that for a fact with my recruitment firm, this is exactly what sold for me is my personality. People buy into your personality. They don't buy into the brand. They'll buy into you. And it's the same thing with your content. Yes, you can be giving them the recipe to make gold out of flour and to grow money trees, but they're not going to listen if you haven't connected with them, if you're not yourself. All right, don't come across as a fake. Also, slow down. When people talk into a camera, sometimes, I don't know whether it's nerves or whatever it is, yeah, people end up talking like this and they talk very, very fast. No, man, you guys, you have to slow down. Seriously, when you slow down, yeah, you come across a lot better. It gives people time to process what you're saying, okay? It gives people the opportunity to really take in that knowledge, that gift that you're giving to them. So slow yourself down. Two main reasons. One, like I said, it helps people digest and understand what you're saying. And the second reason, mainly, man, it gives you time to think about your next point. Trust me, yeah. There have been numerous times where I've been doing a live show or I've been doing a pre-recorded video, and because I've been talking so fast that my thought process hasn't been able to keep up with my mouth. And yes, before Shahid Ali, you turn around and say that that's a normal occurrence from me. No. It is actually a big thing, because when you're in front of a camera, there's so many things that are going through your head. You're trying to remember what you've got to say next, how to position it, you know, is your camera working? Is the audio coming out right? There's a million things going through your head. So pace yourself, slow yourself down, give yourself time to think about it and let your thoughts catch up with your mouth. And again, I know that probably not a lot of people out there have got as much of a bigger mouth as I do. Yes, I get it. You may not have that problem, but it still helps. And honestly, it'll really, really help you. Now, this live stream is actually a little bit of a quick one, in all honesty, because I'm now going to set you guys a challenge, okay? Because I really want you guys to go out there and try this. The one thing that really helped me overcome my fear of talking into a camera is something that I did for 14 days, every single day, whether I wanted to or not, okay? And that is spending 10 minutes a day talking into that camera, talking to my mobile phone at that time. I would make sure that I would not go to bed without talking to the camera for 14 days straight. I would talk about anything, okay? Like, for example, the first day, yeah, I was just simply speaking about the fact that my medicines taste like crap. Because at that time, again, bearing in mind that I was in recovery, right? That my medicines taste like crap and the amount of medicines. And just before doing this live stream yesterday, I was going through those videos, just watching it, and honestly, yes, I was cringing because I was like, oh my god, was that what I was like? Yeah, there was so much like ers and ums and I just stuttering, but it was also kind of funny just to watch that again. But most importantly, it gave me a good sense of growth, that this is where I started right here, and this is where I've got to. It's not the end. Maybe in another year's time, I'll be watching this very live stream thinking that, oh my God, bruv, what you doing? Is this how you're doing your live streams? Is this how you're doing content? But that's the whole beauty of it. You record yourself. Now, you don't need to publish those videos. Those are for yourself. If you remember earlier on, I said that there's about 30 odd videos that I've published, that I've made, that nobody's ever going to see. They will never see. Those are the videos. I just sit there and I talk into the camera. Even now, sometimes when I've gone, for example, 2 or 3 weeks without making a video for you guys, I will sit there before even recording a video and just talking to the camera, just to get myself back into the flow, just to get that feeling, you know, just to make sure that, yeah, man, you know, I'm on it, right? It's always good. Now, I set you this challenge for the next 14 days, all right? And start today, start tomorrow. Let me know when you are going to start. For the next 14 days, 10 minutes is all I want from you every day. 10 minutes for the next 14 days. Record something. You don't have to share it with me. You don't need to share it with anyone. You don't need to tell anyone anything. But I want you to record something, anything, okay? Sit in front of the camera. It doesn't have to be a Bollywood blockbuster, okay? Just record yourself talking into the camera. And I promise you one thing. After 14 days, you will see the results. You will see the difference. Not only will you see the difference, man, you will feel the difference. And that is the main thing about talking to camera. It's that feeling that you have, okay? It's what's coming from here and here. And if you don't have it in here, nothing you can say or do will ever come out. It's the same with actors, man. The actors have to feel the role that they're in, right? So in a way, yes, are we acting in front of the camera? Maybe, yeah. But you got to feel it, okay? And try it. Guys, just try it, please, yeah? And let me know how you feel afterwards. I don't want to see it. I really don't. It doesn't matter, whatever you record. Just try it and see how you feel. There are also a lot of myths about sort of talking into a camera and that. And I just wanted to cover them very, very quickly. There's one in particular that I want to cover. And that is about putting a picture of somebody behind a camera. Now, I actually recommended this to someone because I heard about it and I thought, oh, it's good. I hadn't tried it. But I tried it and oh my God, it sucks. Because what happens is I end up looking up at that picture because the picture's there. I can't put the picture in front of the lens here because you can't see me and I can't see you. So I had to put it the back, and all the time I was talking like this and it just looks awful. It really looks awful, you know. So nothing works, okay, like that. The only thing that works is your mindset, your confidence and practice. You know, when you know the topic that you've got, when you know the subject that you're talking on, automatically you have confidence, you know. In fact, I'll tell you what. I want you, yeah, to sit there and try this out, okay? I want you to sit there and talk about a topic that you know like the back of your hand that you'll talk about, you know, in your sleep. All right? Record that 5 minutes. Then, for the next 5 minutes, talk about a topic that you've got no idea about, nothing at all. And watch them back and see the difference yourself, okay? You yourself will know what it's like. So definitely try it out. Let me know. Guys, please let me know if there are any other questions that you do have. Now, next week, okay, I'm going to do another live stream. And this is a live stream that I think is quite important to me because it's something that I'm also learning myself. And I think it'll be important for me to share with you how I'm dealing with this. And that is recording in public, because when you do record your content, okay, it's not, you can't just constantly be, oh, hello there, how are you, in one position as a talking frame. You know, you got to mix it up. And part of recording your content will be recording outside, because it gives another dimension. It keeps people interested and engaged, right? So it keeps your content fresh. But a major part is actually being out there in public and talking, right? So next week, Wednesday at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be talking and giving tips on how to vlog and talk in public. And we'll also go over some setups as well. And if there's any other live streams that you want me to, any topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. I know that a lot of you guys have been messaging me offline, asking about online streaming setups. And if you do want to know more about how to get your online streaming setup done properly, then let me know. I would love to do a quick tutorial on that and show you guys how to set up a live stream, just to enable you to have the best quality that is available to you. So do let me know, guys. Let me thank you so much for giving me your time. I sincerely appreciate it, each and every one of you. I sincerely hope that I've been able to give you at least one thing that you can take away from this session today. And if I haven't covered anything, or if there is something more specific that you do want,